The following is a special presentation of Extreme E-Speed TV, your new home for everything iRacing and E-Speed.
Tire and Service Center is your one-stop shop for all your car care needs, and they're now a Cooper Tire dealer. American tires for the American worker. Buy a set of Cooper tires and get free tire rotation and repairs for the life of the tire. They have a 12,000-mile or 12-month warranty on most repairs. Check out 107 Tire and Service Center. They're located at 6256 Irwin Highway, Chuckey, or call them at 423-620-4970. For all your car care needs, 107 Tire and Service Center. Family owned and operated. And their number one goal is your satisfaction. Find 107 Tire and Service Center on Facebook or call them today at 423-620-4970.
Racers are dedicated to winning. And Chevrolet Performance's 3 factory-sealed Circle Track crate engines can help you get to the checkered flag first. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a touring hero, on dirt or pavement, Chevrolet Performance Circle Track crate engines are engineered to win, right out of the box.
When it comes to keeping your home cool and comfortable, Evans Air Conditioning knows there's no room for compromise. That's why we've been your trusted HVAC and indoor air quality specialists since 2002.
Thank you for calling Evans Air Conditioning.
With straightforward pricing and free system replacement quotes, our licensed and insured technicians will keep you cool and comfortable. Schedule now for Evans' $59 summer tune-up. Evans, getting you the comfort you deserve.
Race Car Engineering is your single source supplier for all your racing equipment. Dirt, asphalt, drag strip, street rod, or off-road. Their experts can keep you on the track and in the lead no matter what type of racing you do. Hundreds of brands, thousands of parts. Find them online at racecareng.com or call them toll-free at 800-882-7231 and make sure to ask for your free catalog. That's Race Car Engineering, 800-882-7231.
Great Racing USA is green! This is America's leader in racing, the Rogers Dab Performance Parts Great Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series 4Y.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Introducing the latest technology in the racing industry, Spring Rhythm. Spring Rhythm is an app that can replace a spring smasher, giving you access to the same information the fast guys are using to stay ahead. The app tells you where to set your coilover nuts to hit your install loads and tells you the dynamic loads that the car will see in travel. It also simplifies adjustments at the track, giving you the information needed to adjust loads without taking the shock off the car. Spring Rhythm has been rigorously tested to ensure accuracy. There's no excuse to not be using Spring Rhythm.
So, starting lineup ready to go. Two by two here at I-55 as we get ready for racing action. Out of turn number 4, we'll get ready to go. Green flag will waves, and carrier heat race number 1 is underway at I-55.
Yeah, it's a good start there for Combs. Combs looking to get another win this season, early in the season, the spring part of the schedule. And boy, is he whipping it around right now. This is going to be a quick one. Just these lap times, incredible speed there from Combs. Hicks doing a good job of trying to keep pace, follow the line, maybe create some lines. Ooh, a little bit of an inside there from Waters and Cantrell. So the rookies also battling it out, but it still is Combs and Hicks, your front two.
Combs is pulled away now. Hicks in that second position. He has Ethan Waters and Brandon Bender behind him. Tight group of cars here in the back as this little bull ring giving us fast racing action here to kick off the night. Combs stretching out his lead as the next 4 drivers all under a blanket here with now just 5 laps to go.
That's right. Go get your blanket, get whatever you need. It's going to be a great night of racing here. You're just tuning in at the right time on Extreme E-Speed TV as you're watching Combs, Hicks, and Waters battle it out for the top 3 positions. And Combs starting to pull away in what's just been an incredible start to the season for him. You know, he ran well in the races he did last season, and I think he's looking for a championship title, but it's going to be one big feat trying to knock off the back-to-back-to-back champion Dylan Perry.
Ooh, there was someone in the wall there. We'll stay green. 2 laps to go here at I-55. It's still Brandon Combs out front as his lead almost 2 seconds. There's the caution, and there is the 64 of Kendrick Hicks who got into that wall. So our first caution of the night with 2 laps to go here in Carrier Heat Race number 1.
Yeah, hoping to see some good news or hear some good news from the pits. Maybe that's not too bad of damage and we'll get Hicks back out there, but not the way he wanted to start his night. But better to do that now than in the main feature event. As you see, caution flag still waving, pace truck resetting the deck.
So 2 laps to go. It's Brandon Combs out front, Kendrick Hicks at the rear now after bringing out that caution. Of course, this will set the winner on the pole of that 55 lap feature event tonight. Green flag is out, and we're back to racing action. Good jump by Combs there, as it's Waters and Cantrell behind him in second and third. White flag will wave this time by.
Combs whipping around there for the final lap, and if he hits his marks here, we are going to have a Carrier Heat Race win for Brandon Combs. Behind them, battling it out, looks like it's going to be the rookies, Waters and Cantrell, 2-3, followed by Bender, Young, and Hicks. As you see them pull off there into the pits, it's going to be Carrier Heat Race number 2, and it's going to be Dawson Lowe and Dylan Perry. So a rookie with a vet behind them. Another rookie showdown with Benefield and Van Weston, followed by Jacob Lassiter and Brody Thompson. So we have 4 rookies in this one of the 6 drivers. And we are now green for Carrier Heat Race number 2. Dylan Perry, great start on the top line outside, and Lowe's going to try and do what he does best. He's going low, but he's not quite able to see if he can hold it. Dylan Perry's got the grip, and he takes lap number 1 officially in the books. So the veterans so far outdoing 4 of our rookies. Perry and Lowe side by side. Once again, he takes that lap, but Lowe, he really is holding on strong right there. It looks like he's got some pretty good strategy. He just needs the track. Oh, we get our first caution of this one. Looks like it might have been for Tyler Benefield, a little crash, but doesn't look too bad.
So Dylan Perry able to pull out front here in the lead with Dawson Lowe in second, Lassiter third, Thompson in fourth here. Green flag waves. Dylan Perry takes us back to racing action. Low in second is the 51 of Lassiter. New look on that 51 machine this week, looking to the inside.
A little bit of a brush of the wall there for Dylan Perry. Doesn't look like it set him back too much, but Low still just acting as a shadow right now on Dylan Perry. And gotta think he's just one little slip away from jumping back out front, but now it's Lassiter gaining more on Low than Low's gaining on Perry. With 3 to go.
Single file around here. Is it still Perry out front? 2 laps to go this time by is Low, still riding that high line, trying to track down that P7 machine as the 51 of Lassiter now makes up ground on Low. Single file here throughout the field, all 6 cars. Josh Van Westen up to 5th around Tyler Benefield as the front 3 run nose to tail here on the white flag lap, half a lap to go.
And there you have it. The last-ditch effort won't work as Dylan Perry takes care of your heat race number 2. So Combs, Perry, just like the standings have it, are your first 2 winners in the heat races tonight. We should have one more coming up. And now for carrier heat race number 3, it's going to be Colin Boyle starting up front next to Drew Hopkins. Behind them, Cody Early and Joshua Johnson, with Brandon Marlowe and Chris Payne rounding out the rear. Looks like we are about ready to go. And we are now green, green, green. Voiles, your leader, taking the low line. He's going to try to get up high because he saw it work for Perry, but easily Drew Hopkins gets right past him and kind of a little shake and bake up and down. And, oh man, you see Voiles fighting back right there. Maybe got a little too loose as he brushes the ball there. That's not going to help as it's now Hopkins, Marlowe, Early, and then Voiles. Oh man, Voiles up into the wall.
Out front, it's Drew Hopkins continuing to lead as Cody Early up into second. Brandon Marlowe third as they're side by side. A new paint scheme for that 3 of Cody Early this week as well. People been hard at work on the looks of their cars for the 2025 season.
I've been hard at work all day, so it's good to be up in the booth with you right now.
Drew Hopkins continues to lead out front. 3 laps to go now as he's ahead of Marlowe, Early, and Johnson. One and a half laps for that 157 machine. And here early in these carrier heat races, Adam, whoever's been able to jump out front has had the advantage, and it has been hard for anyone to track him down from behind.
It's been hard, and that's the toughest spot to... And as you see, Hopkins takes care of heat race number 3.
Marlowe second, Cody Early third, Joshua Johnson fourth, Chris Payne in 5th. And just like that, heat race is done, and we will move on here to our warm-up session. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have that starting lineup for tonight's Ironman 55 from I-55 Federated Auto Parts Speedway.
.107 Tire and Service Center is your one-stop shop for all your car care needs, and they're now a Cooper Tire dealer. American tires for the American worker. Buy a set of Cooper tires and get free tire rotation and repairs for the life of the tire. They have a 12,000-mile or 12-month warranty on most repairs. Check out 107 Tire and Service Center. They're located at 6256 Irwin Highway, Chuckey, or call them at 423-620-4970. For all your car care needs, 107 Tire and Service Center. Family owned and operated. And their number one goal is your satisfaction. Find 107 Tire and Service Center on Facebook or call them today at 423-620-4970.
Racers are dedicated to winning. And Chevrolet Performance's 3 factory-sealed Circle Track crate engines can help you get to the checkered flag first. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a touring hero, on dirt or pavement, Chevrolet Performance Circle Track crate engines are engineered to win. Right out of the box.
When it comes to keeping your home cool and comfortable, Evans Air Conditioning knows there's no room for compromise. That's why we've been your trusted HVAC and indoor air quality specialists since 2002.
Thank you for calling Evans Air Conditioning.
With straightforward pricing and free system replacement quotes, our licensed and insured technicians will keep you cool and comfortable. Schedule now for Evans' $59 summer tune-up. Evans, getting you the comfort you deserve.
Racing USA is green. This is America's leader in racing, the Rogers Dab Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series 4Y.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Introducing the latest technology in the racing industry, Spring Rhythm. Spring Rhythm is an app that can replace a spring smasher, giving you access to the same information the fast guys are using to stay ahead. The app tells you where to set your coilover nuts to hit your install loads and tells you the dynamic loads that the car will see in travel. It also simplifies adjustments at the track, giving you the information needed to adjust loads without taking the shock off the car. Spring Rhythm has been rigorously tested to ensure accuracy. There's no excuse to not be using Spring Rhythm.
Welcome back to I-55 Federated Auto Parts Raceway here for Ironman 55, our next chapter in this 2025 Pro Late Model Dirt Series. And Adam, I see you've got the point standings up there. Let's go through those and see how they're sitting.
They're sitting good, Travis. They're sitting with Brandon Combs on top, Dylan Perry behind him. But really, the real storyline is behind there. It's Jacob Lassiter, Drew Hopkins, and Brandon Marlowe rounding out the top 5. All of them with 190-plus points. But behind them, Kendrick Hicks, Dawson Lowe, Brandon Bender, Colin Voiles, and Austin Cantrell looking to get a hole-in-one tonight and really knock it through. And I think they can with this group right here. It's you start near the back, and it's easy to kind of put that pressure. But there's going to be a lot. You see the edging right there on the wall. on your screen right now. There'll be a lot kind of cars edging right there tonight, so I'm excited to see it. You're pretty good at kind of wheeling it out there too and edging the wall, so kind of tell me how your strategy is for tonight.
Well, my strategy tonight is obviously staying clean. If you can get out front, that's the advantage there. But I'm looking for someone to see who's going to bust through and make their move up through the field and see who comes out on top here tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. Like with this many guys around you, it's not as easy as the practice laps. It's not as easy as even the carrier heat races. Like you've got a full field of like a lot of pent up aggression. These guys have been off for a while, and it'll just be tough to see. But we should have your starting lineups here in just a moment. Enjoy the sights and sounds of I-55.
Of course, great crowd here at I-55 tonight as always. Shout out to John Hine, race director this year, doing a phenomenal job. We're in his neck of the woods here in Missouri, as it is always great to have John pushing through here with the series as the cars continue their warm-up session. We're about less than 3 minutes away from that starting lineup. We'll take one more quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have that. Oh, and look, there's the checkered flag. We will bypass the commercial and we'll go right into this starting lineup, Adam.
Yeah, we will. As Flagman Freddy throws out his shoulder, we'll take a look here at who's about to start things off for us. It looks like Brandon Combs and Dylan Perry, number 1 and 2 in the standings, number 1 and 2 in your hearts, and number 1 and 2 in tonight's starting lineup. Behind them, Drew Hopkins and Ethan Waters, a couple of rookies. Behind them, rookie Dawson Lowe and Brandon Marlowe. Behind them in row 4, Austin Cantrell and Jacob Lassiter. Row 5, rounding out the top 10, will be Cody Early and Brandon Bender. Row 6, Brody Thompson and Joshua Johnson. Behind them in row 7 will be Aiden Young and Josh Van Westen. Row 8, Chris Payne and Kendrick Hicks, with row 9 being Tyler Benefield and Colin Boyles.
So as we said, passing was at a premium in those heat races, Adam, and with Brandon Combs, Dylan Perry starting right up front, that battle that we saw throughout last year should continue here tonight, and it's been fun to watch. We'll see how it plays out. 55 laps here at I-55. Of course, you've got Drew Hopkins, Ethan Waters, Dawson Lowe, the next 3, all rookies, with also Austin Cantrell in there. He had a good run earlier in the year as well. So a lot of hungry drivers looking for their first win here in the series tonight.
Yeah, and this is a very important race for Waters if he can finish up front, because when I'm looking at the Rookie of the Year standings, we've got Drew Hopkins in first, behind him Dawson Lowe, then Austin Cantrell, but you got Brody Thompson, Josh Van Westen, Chris Payne, Ethan Waters. So Waters right now sitting in 7th. He missed one of the races this year, so he could really catapult himself. He's by no means out of this. As you get a beautiful overhead view. Little brother Andy had a really busy week this week, but getting his flight time in, trying to get that pilot's license. I know he's been a little nervous with all the stuff going on in the news with planes, but it's good to see him getting back up there. I know we got the fans also chiming in online on the Pro Late Model Dirt Series Facebook page. You got Joey just got his Wi-Fi back up. Good for him. I know it's been an interesting week, to say the least, sending emails out, doing stuff for work, just looking like we're about to go green.
Green flag waves as it's Perry and Combs up front, 2x2 here, as the thing is heating up front here.
Yeah, that thing is hot right now. As you see Perry, Combs, Hopkins, Waters heating up on the track as well.
Perry's got that outside line. That's the advantage here early on lap number 3. Combs running there in the middle is behind them 3 wide. As we talked about how some of these drivers are going to look to get to the front as quick as possible, and you can see that is the case there, middle of the pack, back there in that hornet's nest as we work lap number 5 of 55.
Ouch, one of those hornets got me in the booth, but it's even worse down there. Perry Combs running strong right now as we are already, look at that, 10% of the way done with this race. 55 laps at I-55 Raceway. It only makes sense. It only feels right. And it only feels right that you're watching it with us right now on Extreme E-Speed TV as these laps are flying by. Drivers best in the series running about 12.5-second laps. It's just incredible to watch right now.
So Combs continuing to just ride in the shadow of that P7 machine. No move here yet as he pulls up alongside him there in 1 and 2. Of course, with 55 laps here on this track, tire wear could come into play. So that's another factor out there on the track. And looking at it, you've got Brandon Bender up 2 spots, Joshua Johnson up 3. Kendrick Hicks back there, he had problems in that heat race, so started towards the back of this feature. He's already up 5 spots into 11th and knocking on the door of a top 10.
Man, this right here, these are the type of battles you talk about, you know, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, you think about Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. That's how I view Dylan Perry, Brandon Combs right now. I mean, just battling in the point standings, and they always do it right on the track. So it's like, on paper you're seeing this play out, but you're also watching it in real life happen in front of your eyes. So these are moments that are cherished. We're in the good old days right now when we're watching this battle. Is Combs, I'm very curious to see or think, you know, what's going through his mind right now. What, you know, realistically, these laps, they're dwindling quickly, and does he believe he has the car to do it, and is there a reason he hasn't done it just yet? So I think they're still learning a lot about their cars right now, and there's still a lot to play out as we approach 15 laps of 55 here tonight.
So Dylan Perry here up front, long green flag run to start the evening here, 15 laps complete. As it's still Dylan Perry up front. Best battles back there in the pack as you see Lassiter down to the inside of Ethan Waters. That's a battle for 5th. So Lassiter there has moved on up. He's quickly up into the top 5 now. Good run there. So Combs was in the shadow of that P7. Now he's got his own shadow there with the 157 of Drew Hopkins. He's closed the gap on the leaders now. Going to put pressure on Combs here, see if he makes his way around him for that 2nd spot. As we look at best times, it's Dylan Perry with the fastest time out front, but everyone else really within about 1/10 of a second of him as well. So very close laps here for best times as we're 23 laps into this. Caution flag waves as you saw Tyler Benefield cut across the track there in his 224. So first caution of the night comes out here on lap number 27 as we were getting close to that halfway mark. So line back up 2 by 2 here. Green flag waves. Dylan Perry jumps out front. As you can see, the 157 of Hopkins all over Combs here on this restart. He will actually grab that second place. And he's not clear yet, though, as Combs will not go down easily into the night. And now you've got Marlowe there in the 37. He's looking to make a move on Combs, as Combs quickly here in trouble on this latest restart as we work lap number 30. So Dylan Perry hanging on up front as the front three have broken away here. You again have to go back to that third, or really fourth place battle now with Marlowe and Lowe, Lassiter and Bender as well. Caution flag comes out. It looks like it's Ethan Waters. We'll look there. We'll take a look at that replay.
Yeah, it looks like got a little turn there, and boom, that contact, that's rough. Oh, you hate it for the guys who also got, thrown into that. So we'll get them stacked back up here. Just over 20 laps remaining. Sold out crowd on their feet. Pace truck lights still on right now. Heck of a battle taking place here tonight. Glad you are joining us. And just as a reminder for upcoming programming, we've got some more racing on the schedule next week at Kokomo Speedway, followed by Lucas Oil Speedway. So a couple more weeks in March full of racing action before a week off, and then 3 straight in April.
They'll line up 2 by 2. Now it's going to be Hopkins to the outside of Dylan Perry. See if he's able to now make a move on the lead.
And man, 3 wide for first. What a battle taking place here. Dylan Perry still holding that lead over Hopkins now instead of Combs, but a lot of shifting taking place right there. And man, these guys are trying to check up, trying not to be the reason for the next caution, as we are now about to approach sub 20 laps remaining here from I-55. There it is, 19 to go.
So very quickly there, that 157 looking to the inside, trying to make a move now on Dylan Perry. Nothing there as Dylan Perry, normally a bottom feeder, he's that outside line tonight, and it has held on to the lead this entire time, really putting pressure on everyone else to make a move to the inside.
Good strong run there from Dylan Perry as he's starting to get a little bit of separation. It looks to be at a half second on average at his furthest.
So Dylan Perry coming to 10 laps to go this next time by. Oh, and caution flag comes out. It looks like Chris Payne was coming back out on the track, and it looks like he may have paused coming out.
Unfortunate timing there. Wrong place, wrong time. That is tough. All right, that's around the 10 to go mark. That's going to be tough. But if anything, it allows the rest of the field to get a little bit closer to Dylan Perry. Anytime you can restart, that's an opportunity. As a reminder, Perry then Combs, rather Combs then Perry are the current standings. So a lot on the line for both drivers here.
Dylan Perry holding them off here as we've got 9 laps to go. Lassiter, he's up there now, as is Marlowe. So 2 drivers that have made their way up to the field. Now they want to do battle for a win.
Oh, as you see, Perry kind of brushes the wall. Not enough to really knock him back, but you got to think that maybe, if anything, for a moment, gave some of those other drivers hope. Oh, 4th caution of the night. It looks like Colin Voiles the reason for this one, so not so fast, my friends.
right, so single file. We've got 7 laps to go here. Dylan Perry out front. Hopkins second. Lassiter up to third. Marlowe fourth. Combs back to fifth. Lowe now back to sixth. Green flag wave. 7 laps to go here at I-55. So Dylan Perry holding off Hopkins here as of now, as Lassiter now all over the back of Hopkins. He'll look to the inside. Great battle here for second now as we're coming to 5 laps to go this time by.
Man, this is going to be a shootout, but you got to think, like, what is left in the tank for these drivers that they haven't already tried to work with before? And I'll tell you what, though, Hopkins could make a big statement as a rookie, could really cement his Rookie of the Year status early this season by making a move here, as we are now just 4 laps away from the checkered flag.
So Perry out front. Caution flag waves. It looks like it's Joshua Johnson. Just see him in the work area. We'll see if we can pull up a replay of what happened with him. There's Joshua Johnson there into the wall.
We could really get ourselves into a final few lap shootout here, and I'm not sure if we'll see another caution. So I mean, if you're Hopkins or Lassiter, you got to throw everything you can, even if it is risking, you know, a podium finish. Whatever you've got in the bag, you got to throw it here.
So single file. Perry out front, 157 behind him. Green flag waves as we've got 2 laps to go. A 2-lap shootout here for all the marbles at I-55. Lassiter continues his pursuit of that second position as we've got the white flag waving this time by. Perry takes it. Hopkins in second. Lassiter will look down to the inside here through 1 and 2. Nothing there as they've got 2 more corners remaining. Dylan Perry out front. One final slide by the 157. Oh, there's a car sideways. Perry makes it by and will win. Hopkins second. Lassiter, as there was a car sitting sideways at the exit of turn number 4. Looked like it was Brody Thompson. And that is how it will finish, as that was a close call for Perry there, as it's Perry, Hopkins, Lassiter, our top 3.
What a battle indeed. Man, another show. I'm telling you, man, these drivers, well, you see some of them just flying into the pits out of frustration. But I'm telling you, these drivers, what is this, 3 or 4 races in? Yeah, 4th race in. Man, they are going wild this season.
As we, of course, will talk to our top 3 finishing drivers here on Extreme eSpeed TV. As it's Lassiter in 3rd, Hopkins 2nd, Dylan Perry, your winner yet again. as we will throw it over to Adam, as he's got our third place finisher, Jacob Lassiter.
That's right. Joined alongside Jacob Lasser. And Jacob, man, a heck of a race for you. Up 5 spots from where you started. So a couple of questions really off of where you started. Probably not exactly ideal. So I'm not sure if things just didn't go as well for you in the heat races, but you got to be good or feeling good with how you finished there.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get a podium, be up here talking to you guys, it's a good night.
So looking at the standings now, you came into this one just behind Dylan Perry, actually, in third place in the standings. You'll gain a little bit of ground on Combs to finish behind you, but how much are you looking at standings this early in the season, or is it kind of like just trying to do your thing race by race, especially with the busy month coming ahead? There's a lot of movement that could happen.
Just trying to just trying to do the best I can, man. Just podium finishes and maybe get fortunate to get a win and let the points fall how they fall. But like I said, anything can happen. There's some tracks coming up that should be pretty interesting as far as the racing goes. So for sure, anything can happen, and we're right there on the doorstep.
So want to give you a chance. We've got Kokomo Speedway and Lucas Oil back-to-back weeks coming up. So kind of talk like from how you've raced those tracks, anything you're looking forward to with those, or are those ones that maybe present a challenge for you?
I enjoy them. Those are both tracks that I've had some success at, and Kokomo's a fun track, and with this group that we've got this year, like in the past, I think we went to Kokomo and had caution after caution, but I don't see that happening this year with this group. It's a very solid group, and everybody's really competitive, so I think those two tracks will be some really good racing for sure.
Awesome. Well, appreciate the time. Congrats on the third place finish. And before I let you go, want to give you a chance to shout out any partners or sponsors.
Just got to give a shout out to Team Hot Lap Heroes, and then L&M Esports, Dig by Jig. Give a shout out to Rydell Race Wraps, who done this wrap for me a couple weeks ago, so we got to debut it tonight. So appreciate him coming on board, do our wraps for us. You guys for the broadcasts, and Cody always for the league, putting it on for us and dealing with the headache. So, we appreciate that. And then the wife taking care of the little one.
Well, congrats once again, Jacob, and hope to talk to you soon.
Appreciate it.
That's our third place finisher, Jacob Lassiter. And now we'll talk to our second place finisher, Drew Hopkins. Drew, you come away with a second place finish. You both got to put Perry under attack, trying to get the lead, but then also Jacob Lassiter came on there late to put the pressure on you from the rear.
Yeah, I don't think I really had anything for Dylan unless he messed up on the cushion in 3 and 4. But yeah, me and Lassiter battled there. It was a pretty fun battle. I don't think we had enough tire there at the end to get it done.
We were watching through the carrier heat races. Obviously, it was tough to move up through the field. You were able to start third, so that was an advantage there, at least being towards the front. But really, with Dylan running that outside line, was there much of an option for you to try to make a move on him?
Not really, because that bottom just really never came in. It got so slick. You had to back your entry way down, couldn't drive it in hard on the bottom. It was just, like I said, if he would have made a mistake, I think I could have capitalized. But if y'all seen, he's won about every one of these. He's pretty good at about any track he goes to.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to get to next was you've got some races here in the series under your belt now, a good second place run here. What does that do for your confidence? And after getting some races in, how are you feeling about moving forward and how your performance has been so far?
Yeah, we should be pretty good. I like Kokomo. I usually run decent there, and I think maybe Fairbury or something like that. A lot of the tracks coming up I feel comfortable at, so hopefully we can get a run together and get in front of the 7 car.
Well, a great run tonight, Drew. You come away with a second place finish. Who are those sponsors and those people you want to give a shout out to?
First and foremost, just my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Majula Say Speed Shop for all they do, Keltner Contracting, Elite Graphics and Designs. And I want to shout out Jay Slear Graphics. He's kind of new to doing paints, and I'm trying to help him out a little bit. So if anybody's interested in paint, get with him out there. And just thank everybody for putting us on.
Well, congratulations, Drew. We look forward to seeing you next week at Kokomo.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Drew Hopkins, and now we'll throw it down to victory lane with Adam Johnson. He's got our winner, Dylan Perry.
That's right, joined alongside Dylan Perry. And, man, you stayed out front essentially all this race, and you didn't get too much trouble behind you. What was working for you in the car tonight?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you what was working, what wasn't working. I just kind of had a pretty good idea what this track was going to do. It was going to get around the fence, and if you had a deck piece left, you didn't hit it hard enough. So I planned on replacing the deck anyway, so I figured just go ahead and go up there, blast it, and knock it out.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, we've got some important, point standings movement with that win. That means you tied back up with Brandon Combs, 2 wins apiece to start the season. You two are the only 2 to win, and looking at the upcoming tracks, you've got Kokomo Speedway, Lucas Oil Speedway. Anything you're looking forward to with either of those?
Really, I'm kind of looking forward to Lucas. Kokomo, it's always been hit or miss for me. This place, I-55, me and I-55 never really somehow got along. We've won most of the races here. We just don't get along, kind of like Kokomo. I think I've won a couple there, but just don't feel good around that place. So I'll be hoping to just maintain and try to survive Kokomo, and then hopefully pick back up at Lucas.
Yeah, hopefully so. And before we let you go, Dylan, man, congrats on another win, and I want to give you a chance to shout out those partners and sponsors.
Yeah, first and foremost, Andy Piercefield and his whole family for everything they do for me on and off the racetrack. I definitely couldn't do it without them. They get me up and down the road, and can never thank them enough. Everybody over at all you guys at Extreme eSpeed TV, CBR Race Cars, Comfort Dynamics, 445 Marketing, JSH Construction, Harrison Automotive, CV Used Cars and Parts, Harrison, already said Harrison, but MSW Construction, again, P1 Performance, Phantom Race Engines, just help everybody that helps me week in and week out, all the guys over at Chip Bangers Racing. I couldn't do it without them, and we're going to go celebrate and burn this one down.
Heck yeah, man. Congrats again, and we'll be talking to you soon, brother.
Hopefully so.
Well, another race comes to an end, Adam, as we leave I-55 Federated Auto Parts Raceway. Of course, as mentioned, we'll be back here next Wednesday night from Kokomo for more exciting racing here in the Extreme eSpeed TV Pro Late Model Dirt Series. Reminder, we just race here a few more weeks into April, and then we have our summer break here for the season. So make sure you tune in before it's too late, and you'll miss some exciting racing action here in the spring. For Adam Johnson, I'm Travis Piercefield. As always, we appreciate you tuning in to Extreme eSpeed TV, and we will see you at a racetrack soon.
This copyrighted broadcast of Extreme eSpeed TV Network is intended solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without express written consent of the Extreme eSpeed TV Network is strictly prohibited. We hope you've enjoyed this broadcast.